Mr. Diddy.
Peace, Hotep. It's Mansour Hotep, aka Mr. Diddy. Mr. Diddy, does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Right now, you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
This is Shamika. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
This is Willie. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I want to give a shout out to Simba Kevin, all my simba-nation out there. I want to give a shout out to my mom. I want to give a shout out to my dad for raising me and my family for being around me. And I want to give a shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
Be sure to follow Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. Check us out. Join the journey.
My name is Prophet, and this is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Peace. This is Brother Hatim, and you have joined us on Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.gyenamejourney.com. Support the journey. We need your feedback as well as your input. If you have an MP3 that you would like to send in to be broadcast over one of the shows, feel free to send it to Hatim, HA2TIM at gyenamejourney.com.
Say this is Sasha. And you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Peace. You are now
you listen to my daddy
on Gye-Nyame
Journey
Radio.
Peace.
Man, that ended perfectly. I didn't even think it would end like that. But yo, check this out for anybody that have any comments for any of my shows or you have something you want to talk about. Remember, we got the show called The Line where you could call in anytime and talk about what it is you want. All I need to do is to answer the phone. Once I answer the phone, you could go in because we'll immediately start recording, right? Once it's immediately starting recording, if you got some good stuff, I will let you speak. You can speak your mind if you want to have a conversation with me, if you just want to have a conversation with the fans, if you just want to send out a shot, if you want to just send out a celebratory thing to a friend, if you want to practice a song, if you want to discuss politics or economics, you can feel free to call in at 614-556-4535, or you can also get me on Uber Conference /Hatim, I think. Uberconference.com /Hatim. I'll look it up and get back with you at it. But now, what we're going to do today is we're moving into day 5, right? And right now, the Simbas are competing. They're getting ready to move towards the Council of Elders. So they're learning in a sense, the new language that they're gonna need to speak when they approach the elders. They're learning the principles. They're learning the new poem that we are using for crossover now. They're learning all these things so that they can share. They're doing their projects. They're experiencing canoeing and archery and different things. So now we are at a point now where the Simbas are being prepared for the final crossover, right? So we are at day 5. And in day 5, Fred Hampton. Now, a lot of people talk about Fred Hampton, but I don't know how many people really listen to his speeches or even read his speeches. Because it's one thing to listen to a speech, it's another thing to read a speech. So what I want to do is, every year I come to Simba, like I said, man, I come up with something new hits me. It ain't I come up with it, but I'm exposed to something different. The reason I started this Salute to the Ancestors was because I never knew how seriously white people took July 4th until I had a Simba camp on July 4th. We got our Simba camp open, basically our second, or actually our first day where everybody is here was July 1st. And I never knew how serious Europeans took July 4th. So that reminded me of a speech that I had read in college by Frederick Douglass. So I started reading that. So now it went from Frederick Douglass to Marcus Garvey to Martin Luther King to Stokely Carmichael. Now we on Fred Hampton. So I want to share the Fred Hampton speech. So now what I'm doing, because I'm getting better, every time I do it, I get better. So now when I feel myself dozing off, like I did with Martin Luther King, forgive me, Martin Luther King, when I feel myself dozing off, what I will do is I will put on some music, get myself together, and get back to it. All right? So now, so when you hear the music break, you know Brother Hatim is dozing off or my throat is getting dry. So I want you to bear with me, all right? But, it's a great day at Simba in Simbaland. Those parents, y'all need to kind of tune in because I'm trying to do some hangouts. So I put the hangouts up. Hopefully you got Google Plus. If not, I sent out a number for dancing with the scriptures, or when we have any closing ceremonies that I'm able to catch. You know what I'm saying? Or any sessions where I'm able to record. I'm putting it up so that you can listen and you can comment. So this is going to be a part of the camp that I want to build up, because I want some parent interaction, because we can't change the trajectory of our children if we don't change the trajectory of our adults. So some of the information our children get, actually all of the information that our children get, our parents actually need to become expert in it. If your child has been in Simba for over 5 years, you should at least have some understanding of the Nguza Saba. You should at least have some understanding of Maya. You should have some understanding of what Simba is and the process of rites of passage. Because if not, you're robbing yourself and you're robbing your child. It's almost like we bring the child out for 10 days, we clean him up, we send him home, and he gets dirty. So we need our parents to get a little bit more involved. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into Fred Hampton, all right? Now this is coming from a site called delivered at Olivet. I would suggest that you go and you check out History as a Weapon page. So we're about to get into Fred Hampton. Things you have to learn by seeing it or either participating in it. And you know yourself that there are people walking around your community today that have all types of degrees that should be at the meetings but are not here, right? Because you can have as many degrees as a thermometer. If you don't have any practice, you can't walk across the street and chew gum at the same time. Let me tell you how Huey P. Newton, the leader, the organizer, the founder, the main man of the Black Panther Party, went about it. The community had a problem out there in California. There was an intersection, a four-way intersection. A lot of people were getting killed, cars running over them. And so the people went down and redressed their grievances to the government. You've done it before. I know you people in the community have. And they came back and the pigs said no. You can't have any. Or they don't usually say you can't have it. They've gotten a little hipper than that now. That's what those degrees on the thermometer will get you. They'll tell you, okay, we'll deal with it. Why don't you come back the next meeting and waste some time? And they get you wound up in an excursion of futility. And you be in a cycle of insaneness, and you be going back and going back and going back and going back so many times that you already crazy. So they tell you, they say, okay, nigga, what you want? And they jump up and say, well, it's been so long, we don't know what we want. And then you walk out of the meeting and you gone, and they say, well, you niggas had your chance. And didn't you? You niggas had your chance, didn't you? Let me tell you what Huey P. Newton did. so angry that they told me to leave. And what happened? All those people were there on 63rd Street. What did they do? They were around there laughing and talking with me while I was making arrests. They looked at me while I was rapping and heard me while I was rapping. So the next time that pig comes on 63rd Street, because of the thing that the Minister of Defense calls observation and participation, the pig might be arrested by anybody. So what do? We're out there educating the people. How did we educate them? Basically the way people learn, by observation and participation. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we got to do here in the community. And a lot of people don't understand, but there's 3 basic things that you got to do anytime you intend to have yourself a successful revolution. A lot of people get the word revolution mixed up and think revolution is a bad word. Revolution is nothing but like having a sore on your body, and then you put something on that sore to cure the infection. And I'm telling you that we're living in an infectious society right now. I'm telling you that we're living in a sick society, and anybody that endorses integrating into this sick society before it is cleaned up is a man who's committing a crime against the people. If you walk past a hospital room and see a sign that says contaminated, and then you try to lead people into that room, either those people are mighty dumb, you understand me, because if they weren't, they tell you that you are an unfair, unjust leader that doesn't follow his interest in mind. Than you and me and Malcolm and Martin Luther King and everybody else put together. That's right. They're the ones that are the most aware. They're the most aware because they're the ones that are going to open up the center. They're going to tell you where bones come from in Africa that you can't even pronounce the names. That's right. They'll be telling you about Chaka, the leader of the Bantu freedom fighters, and Jomo Kenyatta, those dingo dangos. They'll be running all of that down to you. They know about it all. But the point is, they do what they're doing because it's beneficial and it's profitable for them. You see, people get involved in a lot of things that's profitable to them, and we've got to make it less profitable. We've got to make it less beneficial. I'm saying that any program that's brought into our community should be analyzed by the people of that community. It should be analyzed to see that it meets the relevant needs of that community. We don't need niggas coming together, coming into our community to be having no company to open businesses for niggas. There's too many niggas in our community that can't get crackers out of the business that they're going to open. All right, right now I'm gonna stop right here, and I gotta do a run for Simba, so I shall return and complete the rest of it.
For you, I said this one's for you. I said this one's for you. I said this one's for you.
Mr. Diddy.
Let me start at the beginning. Way before the ratchetness, before they raped our women, way black in the time. A woman can't come from a man, so she birthed mankind. Through that holy yoni in between her legs, divine. You can see it from this angle with the Eurocentric mind. You've been trained well, so your future is behind. Take a look around, girl, the truth ain't hard to find. See that white standard of beauty got you bleaching your mind. For 400 years they said you was ugly, but you're fine. Shit, more than fine. Got a beauty they can't match even. Brains too strong and wise like Queen Sheba. Most can't deal with your strength, that's why they still beat ya. Took you out the Holy Trinity, but still need ya. Back to black consciousness is where I'm trying to see ya. I'm a Tsar, you're a set, on the throne is where I keep ya. Black woman. think your position is minuscule. Cook, clean, serve, all you was put here to do. Not realizing these qualities were put into you. Cause your leadership skills are natural. Don't believe me, Queen Nzinga led the war against them crackers, fool. My people sleep, so I teach, that's what a master do. Grew up with visions of chauvinistic theatricals. Now it's my mission to grab the culture and get back to you, so we can show the seeds what it is they have to do. Break the chains, runaway slave, they coming after you. Keep the men and women at odds and take the child too. Make sure she have more than one baby daddy, your dad'll do. 400 years later, no savior, they Willie lynched you. So take a listen, black woman, let me heal you. Any man that breaks you down really fears you. My elder Shabaka say what the women do, the men will do. So when you start the revolution, we right here with you. Some swear the black woman ain't shit. I say this queen is everything, even the ratchets. You just forgot who you are. I'ma help you remember. You're the mother of civilization. From the light-skinned hue to those darker than blue. Black woman, I never turn my back on you. You're beautiful without that perm. You're a queen without that weave. Love yourself, cause sister, I love you. Respect yourself, cause sister, I respect you. Apologies to those I disrespected before my mind was free. Let's take it back to go forward like Sankofa. Ride with me. She was here when we was kings, chilling on the throne. Proper placement up. Most respected, her needs never neglected, embracing her higher consciousness, the true essence, the procreator. From her I got my best blessing. My life she manifested, I'm forever indebted to her collection. Can't objectify her, she's more than breast and flesh skin. Think not, then you need correction of your perception. I'm talking about the first wonder of the world's possessions. Here for more than cooking and cleaning. Without her, man wouldn't truly experience being. Don't doubt her goddess ability of honing fertility. Just love her and preserve her identity. The black woman, when I see her, something gets into me. Beautiful inspiration like a pyramid. Amazing, brings out the best of me on occasion. They made her forget who she was, that's why I made this. Next time you're riding with your daughter, brother, play this.
Mr. Diddy.
You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Simba production. where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.
We got to face some facts. The masses are poor. The masses, check, okay. We got to face some facts that the masses are poor. That masses belong to what you call the lower class. And when you talk about the masses, I'm talking about the white masses. I'm talking about the black masses. I'm talking about the brown masses and the yellow masses too. We got to face the fact that some people say you fight fire best with fire, but we say you put fire out best with water. We say you don't fight racism with racism. We're going to fight racism with solidarity. We say you don't fight capitalism with black capitalism. You fight capitalism with socialism. We ain't going to fight no reactionary pigs who run up and down the street being reactionaries. We're going to organize and dedicate ourselves to revolutionary political power and to teach ourselves the specific needs of resisting the power structure and ourselves, and we're going to fight reactionary pigs with international proletariat revolution. That's what it has to be. The people have to have the power. It belongs to the people. We have to understand very clearly that there's a man in our community called a capitalist. Sometimes he's black, sometimes he's white. But that man has to be driven out of our community, because anybody who comes into the community to make a profit off the people by exploiting them can be defined as a capitalist. And we don't care how many programs they have, how long a dashiki they have, because political power does not flow from the sleeve of a dashiki. Political power flows from a barrel of a gun. On air to embarrass him for embarrassing me like that. All right, peace. I shall return. We'll continue later on today, because I ain't gonna be able to do it when the kids in here. Peace.